What's up YouTube, it's Louis here. I hope you're all well. We're looking at Bitcoin, taking a look at this weekly close that just happened. And we had a few inverted bullish hammers over here. We were saying though that if we took away all the drawings and you're just looking at this, we've got wicks to the top and that's at resistance. However, one thing that I did say is that we're also at support at the same time. And what this means is that this candle can actually have two meanings rather than it just being, oh, 100% this or 100% that. When you see these candles, these two here at resistance, just like we saw right here, I told you it was a shooting star and I told you that we were going to come down. Also here, when we had this bullish spinning top or hammer, whatever you want to call it, I told you we were going to go up. So it's the same here. You had the bullish hammer or spinning top, whatever you want to call it. We went up. Then we had the shooting stars, right? But we weren't just at resistance. This here was just at resistance. This is also at support. Previous resistance with the wicks up, support here, support here, support here, support, support, support. So it was either a shooting star because it's at resistance, or it's either going to be an inverted bullish hammer because it's at support. But because it's at both, then it doesn't even know what it wants to do. It needs to work out basically, and it did the same pattern twice because it still wasn't really sure what it wanted to do. And then we got that decision, a bullish engulfing. If I place this green candle on top of this red one, you would not see it. If we completely ignore these two candles as well, if we just cross these two out, this was the previous candle, this was the next candle. So you basically, if we ignore, like pretend these are not on the chart whatsoever, ignore this candle, ignore this candle. The two candles are this, and then the direct next one is this. So if I place this one on top of this one, obviously it's a bullish engulfing, but also you had a bullish candlestick here, followed by bullish continuation. So what we're seeing over here, if we ignore this candle and this candle, is the same as these two candles over here. You had the bullish candle and then another bullish candle. But in this case, this was red, and so this we can call an engulfing candle. We can't call this here an engulfing candle. An engulfing candle can only engulf the previous candle that is a different color. So green must engulf red and red must engulf green. But it's all dependent on the locations as well as support and resistance. So you can see we had the weekly close, of course, again, back below the 55. We're still holding below it. We know that every time previously when we've been below it, we've tended to go into a bear market. We made that most important Bitcoin update already, got over 1,000 views. I think that's my best ever performing Bitcoin video. Absolutely crazy, guys, to think that we got 1,000 views. We need to do this more often. Share the video out to people you know, to like-minded people, not moon boys, not bear boys, but just an unbiased opinion. Please like, of course, comment what you think is going to happen next with Bitcoin, and of course subscribe by clicking the cat in the bottom right corner. If you remember that video, I was telling you guys that if we lose this area here, where we got the first touch of the 55 EMA, and drag this box down to that wick support, if we're closing below this, then for me, that is the bear market. As long as you're above this, then we're in a bull market. And what we're doing right here is the same over here. You've just got a lower low on the right leg. Here you're getting a lower low on the left leg instead. So it's the double bottom with that higher low like this. Like that. We also got the double bottoms, you know, like that, and then we've got double bottoms with lower lows just like this one. So we're getting this one over here. So we need to see where Bitcoin's heading to. Let's go over to the daily time frame. So we're still in this ascending triangle. What happened here was so beautiful with the fake out, bullish retest with the bullish candlestick pattern followed by bullish engulfing, break above the 55 right there. I told you guys this was a suspect break of the 55 EMA and that we should come down to the 20 and hold that. I said to you guys that as long as we bounce off the 20 and this yellow line, we should continue upwards. And then what's up? You bounced off the 20 EMA, continued upwards. Now we did close above the red box, and that's an amazing go signal to come back to these highs and 46k up here. However, we did come down a bit first, so we had a bearish engulfing there, resulting in a fake out. So it basically meant that this move that broke out has now been invalidated for the moment. Now what I would like to see Bitcoin do is hold this low. We need to stay above this low as well as the yellow line, as I just said in a few days back with these EMAs when we're coming down. We just need to stay above that wick now. As long as we're above that wick, we are creating higher lows. You can see this is a low, this is a higher low. So we should get a higher high, higher than this high. So that's what we're anticipating. Of course, we need to see what the daily candle close is going to be like. And of course, we know that there's 13 hours left. So we can't say that this candle is going to stay like this. But let's say it did close like this. I'm not saying it will, because I really doubt it's going to stay the exact same for another 13 hours. But if it were to close like this is again another spinning top. However, one thing I would say is that yes, you're at support, but you just broke back under this support, making it into resistance. So it's previous support and now resistance. So even though this is a bullish candlestick and we're at support, it's also at resistance at the first time. Forget the resistance. If this was just at support, it's a bullish hammer, a bullish spinning top, whatever you want to call it. It's the exact same meaning. I would say this is more of a hammer because it looks like Thor's hammer here. So of course, that would be the bullish scenario. The other scenario is that this could be actually a hanging man, because we're at resistance and we don't want to really buy this at resistance. We want to buy it at support. We don't want to buy it high, we want to buy it low on the higher lows. So this is technically a higher low. However, at the same time, it's also support flipped into resistance because we were above it and we went back below it, telling me this is a fake out. So one thing that must happen is, of course, hold the 55 and the 20 EMA. This is how you invalidate further downside. If we go ahead and lose these EMAs now, you're basically saying that this whole push to the upside from here was a fake out and that you actually want to continue lower. We would be coming back down to this pink line, yellow line, pink line, and potentially even to the low of the green box. If you lose that, then we're getting that negative scenario where we're falling out of the bullish ascending triangle, basically invalidating the potential of coming up here, breaking out and validating that 53, 56k target. You'd be validating that completely by losing this ascending support, just like you did here, but you got back inside. So if we were to lose this area again, you're going to fall back to this support. This must hold to get back inside. If that doesn't hold, you're coming back to this low at 35k. If that doesn't hold, 32.9, 33k. So this is what we've been saying in the channel for a good while. So if you enjoyed that, if you appreciate the content of me trying to keep you as informed as possible to the best of my ability, go ahead and like the video. We need more likes, we need more people watching the video, so go ahead and share it, like and subscribe, and comment what you think is going to happen next. Of course, we're just waiting for this smaller double bottom to play out, break this neckline, and we do validate that once again. It's just for the moment, we're coming back for the EMAs, hopefully for this bullish continuation. Just before I let you go, we're just going to look at this 4-hour time frame. We can see here that we lowed out right there from the high to the low. We actually met our 1618 target, and then we started to form this sort of M pattern here. So we got a double top right there. That is your neckline. Get above this neckline and we flip back bullish. So 41.6k, close a 4-hour close above that, or daily candle close above that, and we should start to head up. All we were doing right now is coming down for support on the EMAs. We know that as long as we're above the 200 EMA, we're on an uptrend on the 4-hour time frame, and we've come down, respected it once, and we're just now putting in this higher low, respecting that 55, because actually when we came down here, even though we tested the 200, we didn't get that test of the 55, and it's so vital that once we form a bullish cross, we get a retest of the 55 and it holds for the continuation. And we know that once we do reclaim this level, we're heading back to 44.5, this previous high, maybe even as high as 46k. And of course we know that once we're getting a daily candle close above this, we're putting a massive long position. I just want to check to see, obviously now it's hit the 55, I know that's a good area to bounce, it's our double brick wall, but I just want to see if we've met the target of the Fibonacci's. So we actually have, for the moment, of course this could continue lower to the 200 EMA, to the 2414 target. However, we did go to the 1618. We failed to reclaim the 1 and the neckline, you can see, and that's why we rolled over more and we went to the 2. So for the moment, because we're getting this bounce right now, I'll take this as the low. Okay, in my opinion, this is the low. Of course we can come down lower. How do we come down lower? Stay below the 1 and the M patterns neckline, and all you're doing is having this sort of relief rally up here to then roll over some more, hit this final target before heading back up. Okay, that's one scenario. Get above this, the 1, 41.5 as well as the neckline over here, and we should invalidate any further downside, and we should actually get this continuation, and that's why we'd have to take that as the low, because we're starting to head back up. So if I know that's the high and this is the low, I can actually get you some new impulsive wave targets to the upside for Bitcoin. So once Bitcoin actually gets a 4H candle close above 42.4k right here, I'll speak about something else in a second, but once we get a close above this, we should get this impulse to the 1618 here at 43.6k, and you can see previously to the left we have a wick high right there, some wick highs right here, this lower high. So we know anyway, if we're breaking this high, we're going to this high, break this high, we're going to this high, break this high, we're going to this high. Basically, if we get above this area here, we're going to that there. And what's acting as confluence is the Fibonacci, is telling us that on our, obviously we're going to head to the 44.4k, but on the way we do have a target at 43.6. So I know guaranteed, obviously nothing here is, I say guaranteed, nothing here is 100%, so there's not really guarantees. So, but I know for certain, more times than not, that once we do get above the 1, we go to the 1618, and you can see the 2 target is lining up nicely, exactly with our previous high. So I think that this could get a little bit overextended to the upside, just like we were overextended to the downside to this 2 target and this 2.272 target. We can equally do that to the upside here to this 2 target. So guys, I hope you really did enjoy this video. We know what's going to happen. We're ready for both scenarios. We're ready for the bearish scenario, of course, lose this, we're coming back down to here, and we lose this, coming to the bottom of the box. It's all about this previous low. We can't afford to lose this previous low, but Bitcoin's done a lot of work. Well, actually, it's not even this low, it's this low down here. I think that if Bitcoin were to even come back down to this low, we're surely going to break below it. So it's very vital we keep a hold of this uptrending support as well as this green box. This, for me, is the most significant key level keeping Bitcoin, at least in the short term, bullish to the top of this ascending triangles range. I appreciate it's been a long video, but I had to, it's again one of the most important Bitcoin updates, but I had to do it for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe and comment, and I'll bring you over to my crypto packages now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. So guys, these are my crypto packages. Let's bring you over to the one-on-one mentorship, where it's £650 one-off payment. You will get video call lessons with me over a 1 month period. We will do 1 or 2 hour lessons every single day, and you don't need any prior knowledge whatsoever. You can have zero, you can already be an advanced or intermediate trader. My job here is to 10x your learning curve. Everything that I'm teaching you has taken me over 3 years to gather and cost me over £10,000, whether that was good courses, bad courses, mistakes, scams, or whatever it was. It cost me over £10,000 to get all this information that I'm personally teaching you. I also had to pay for my mentor over $2,000 for a 2 hour lesson. So what you're getting for this price is absolutely phenomenal. Now, you also get the 6 hour crypto course included in this price, as well as the signals chat until the top of the bull market. Now let's move over to the signals chat. I wouldn't call it signals. This is just basically a group where I post what I'm personally doing, my thoughts on the market, if I think it's going up or down. So there's daily chart updates, but also, yeah, throughout the day, what I'm thinking, or where I'm buying, where I'm selling, where I'm looking to accumulate, or obviously get out the market. This is what's in the crypto chat, and that's £25 for your first month and £40 onwards. Then we can move over to the 6 hour crypto course. There are over 35 plus videos in this. You don't need any prior knowledge to start. You can be beginner, intermediate, or advanced level trader. My job here is to 10x your learning curve, to make you into that self-sufficient trader, to make you into a trader that doesn't need outsiders' help. Not my help, not any YouTubers' help, or any crappy group chat. So if you're interested in this, you also do get a one-on-one mentorship lesson with me at the end of the course, so you can get any questions answered, so you're clear and you know exactly what to do going forward. If you're interested in any of these packages, then please go to my Twitter at Louis_crypto and literally comment down below and just say, Louis, I'm interested, and I'll personally private message you to see if you qualify for any of these packages. Thank you guys for listening, watching the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you in the next one.